Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the mountain. Well, we're not staying on the mountain today, guys. We got to head over to HQ. It has already been a rainy morning here on Come On Mountain, and we have more rain to come. But we had a lot of rock delivered over there at HQ for the driveway section, and it is time to get the driveway complete. We got a lot more rain coming in the future, so we're gonna have to take care of that. We got the guard dog. What are you looking at? Good morning. I ain't forgot about you. Don't jump on me. Your paws are wet. Your paws are wet. But you can kind of still see the haze out here right now, guys, from it raining all night and raining this morning. Right now we got a little bit of sun and a little bit of clear skies, but I just looked at the radar and we're not going to have it long. So I need to get changed, get in some work clothes, and we need to get out there and get that driveway situated. We got a lot more projects coming up there at HQ, and we got quite a few here on the mountain as well. I'm going to need to get the hunting area situated here in the very near future, because there is the first hunt of the season coming up, a special buck hunt that happens a couple of weeks before bow season actually starts. That's coming up here in about a week and a half. So we got to hurry up and get HQ situated so I can get back up here and get the hunting area situated so we can get some groceries. All right, guys, next time you see me, it's probably going to be raining, and we're probably going to be working on the driveway. Let's get it. All right, guys, we're making some progress. I am soaking wet, but got the driveway looking good and smooth all the way out. Now we're going to start working on this area right here a little bit, raising this up some, but I'm liking it. Got a little bit left right there. I don't know when the camera died. Put a bunch of it right in this area, raise this area up a little bit, and then kind of feather this on down to it. I'm already soaked, so as far as the rain goes, it is what it is. I did get most of the stuff that we had to pull out of the truck that hit the septic tank. I got a little bit more scraping to do over there, but I don't want to do it while it's so wet and mess that all up. So right now we're going to focus on mainly getting this area right here up a little bit more and leveled out. Looks like I'm gonna have just enough rock. Just enough. All right, guys, look at this. Look at that. See the water coming out of my shoes? Soaked. Well, At least it ain't hot, right? Come on. Well, that's a wrap for the driveway today. I've got about as much as I can with as wet as it's gotten. I got a couple of areas right here I need to add a little more rock into and do a little raking, leveling out, get a little bit of the rock from the side there to fill in a little bit of these low areas. And I still got a couple of little dips in here, but I'm just moving mud at this point. Same thing over here. But for the most part, driveway is good to go. I might end up getting Wiley to bring me one more of those dump trailer loads, not a full dump truck load, just one more trailer, just so I can kind of fine tune it a little bit when everything dries out. And I would like to end up widening that out just a little bit, because I will end up putting lean-tos on each side of the shed there. So I'll need a little more rock for that later on. But for right now, this serves its purpose. But a big shout out to Pops, he helped make this possible. And also Gumby and Wiley. It's a lot of work, But it looks good. It looks real good. I'm happy with it. All right, guys, well, it's been a wet one for sure. But we got this all filled in and leveled out. I got it all the way around here. We'll go ahead and put the cap back on. Maybe they'll give me a new lid, being as I cleaned all this out for them. And got water hooked up. So it's been a win-win today. Even though it's been a nasty wet one, we got a lot more rain coming. I'm gonna end up having to bring quite a bit of dirt in this area right here. This is the lowest spot on the property. I want to raise all this up. Probably gonna have to go ahead and pull these trees out whenever I do it. Kind of raise this up a little bit and clean this area up. That way grass can grow next year. But yeah, we're making some big progress out here. Looks really good. When I bring the dirt in, I'll probably bring it a little bit right in here too. This looks like a little low area and a little bit of lows back there. So still got quite a bit of grading to do. But for the most part, it's been a huge transformation the last couple of weeks out here at HQ. And we got a big ticket off the checklist now with the water complete. Now all I'm waiting for is the electric company to come. I believe they've already put a new transformer up there, so I'm sure they'll be coming to pull the wire hopefully in about a week. And then I'll be able to add some plugs to the breaker box area out here and have some actual power out here at HQ. Making progress, guys. But I think that's going to end it for today, guys. Whew, it's been a busy wet one. Well, it's been a rainy couple of days here at HQ and on Come On Mountain. As y'all know, we've done a lot of land work over here at HQ. Changing a lot of things, putting in all these water lines and electric lines, and also the driveway and all of that, which I've seen the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to come out here and find out where the low spots are, where I'm going to need to bring in rock and divert water and stuff, because I figured there's definitely going to be some spots. A couple of them I already knew was going to be an issue, and some of them are a little bit new that I just need to figure out what I need to do to fix it. The low area has always been right over there, and I already knew that I was going to need to bring in quite a few loads of rock or quite a few loads of topsoil to raise all of that up and to dig the ditches out and add a culvert here at the end of the driveway. And sure enough, I do. This right here is where the house number 1 used to be. They had it built up a little bit. I'm going to use some of that dirt to fill in right there and get a nice downgrade there. That way the water can make its way to the ditch and down the culvert when it gets installed. I got a pretty low spot right here and a couple of low spots in the new driveway, but not many. You can see that it's kind of coming across right here, so I need to raise this section up a little bit. But for the most part, the driveway is looking pretty good. Got a couple of low spots right here on the side. I already figured I was gonna have to bring in a couple more loads of rock just to complete this project. Just because making a new driveway, you gotta raise it up quite a bit. That's why I'm using this SP2, I think it is, to start with, to get a good base going. But for the most part, not too many low spots in the driveway. Up there by the shed and the barn is nice, high and dry, and is draining really well. This area of the yard is doing good, and the back area as well. We'll walk that here in a minute. I'm using the umbrella that's normally on Uber. Keep myself dry. But I always knew that this area right here was by far the lowest area on the property. So I already know what I need to do to fix that. This area right here is now lower that we did the driveway. So I'm going to need to divert the water down there to the ditch as well. So I'm gonna need to move some dirt in this area. Right there is where the septic tank was. As you can see, it's underwater right now. And a lot of the water from back here is draining right down here. So that's good to know. I do plan on bringing more rock right here to widen out this pad here. So I'm gonna need to fill in that area by the garage there. And just basically give it a path to go all the way down. But this is encouraging because for the most part, the land is high and dry. It's just areas that just divots in the ground that just need to be raised up a little bit. Got a couple of low spots up here, but nothing major. A couple more loads of rock will fix the driveway pretty easy. The driveway is holding up really well, and that's good to see. It's settled a little bit right here where the electric ditch is, so I need to bring more water in there. I've been waiting for it to rain, but for the most part, the water line is staying pretty high and dry. That went right through here. So just need to bring in a little bit more dirt, a little bit more rock, and it'll be good to go. This right here has always been a low area. So I definitely need to bring in some dirt and kind of fill this whole area in and slope it going down so it can all feed its way to the ditch. This area right here is what's kind of feeding this area. But all up there is high and dry. Over there would be where the tiny house will be out here, so it's all nice and dry. Walk back there and check it out. I'll level this out some more too. I got some dirt that I can kind of steal from here to fill in these little low depressions right in here. When you're doing raw land like this and you're disturbing the ground and building things and adding ditches and all that other stuff, this is just part of the course right here. But this property right here is one of the higher properties out there, so the bulk of it is high. The yard area for where the house will be is nice and dry out here, except for where you got little divots in the ground, which is easy to fix with dirt. But the drainage is really good. It's been raining steady. This is actually light rain compared to what it's been doing for the last, I'd say 12 hours, something like that. Been getting rain for 2 days, but for the last 12 hours it's been raining really hard. So I always try to, when I make a bunch of changes and it starts raining, I like to come out and kind of see the water flow. That way I can come up with a game plan to alleviate it. But as you can see, for the most part, it's pretty dry, except for those key areas I was showing y'all, which I already knew was going to be low. But I'm happy that most of the land here is high and dry. It does get low in the back of the property, but that's like another 3 acres away from here. Fall's coming, guys. The leaves are falling and changing. It's coming soon. All right, guys, we made it back to HQ. It's been about 2 days since all of the rain happened. Wanted to go ahead and check it out. Oh, right there is where y'all seen that little pond that was over the septic tank. It dried up pretty good. The tank has drained down quite a bit, as you can see. Need to go ahead and get all that pumped out. See how much rock ended up in there. And the lowest area has done well. There's your little sneak peek, guys. They have ran the electric at HQ. That video will be coming out in about a week because I'm still working on some electric here at the shop, but we officially have got power at HQ, so good stuff. This area over here has worked out well. The driveway for the most part has done really good. I've drove in quite a few times and packed it down real good, so now I do have some lows. And the electric company kind of came through here with their big heavy truck and weighted all that down a little bit. So I'm gonna have to bring in a little bit more dirt and some more rock. I actually got some more rock coming this next week here. I'm gonna put it off to the side until I get all this raised up like I want, and then I will go ahead and put some more rock down on the driveway to kind of catch all of these low spots. Still got a lot of work to do here, guys. Still got a lot of land grading and water manipulation and all of that stuff to get done, but the amount of work that has happened in the last month out here at HQ is unbelievable. We officially got power and water here, which is amazing. And a driveway, an established driveway that's not going over the septic tank anymore, so that is a win-win. It has definitely made a huge difference out here, and I am happy. I'm gonna have to take a break off of HQ here soon for a little while to get some stuff done up on the mountain that's coming, and whenever Gumby gets ready to do the projects over there that he needs my help with, we'll jump over there and knock that out as well. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for us on this one. So until we see each other again, come on, let's go on another adventure.